everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Breeze's Saints.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Now Newton on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now it's Ginn. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Now Breeze. Space to run past the 20. Wide open receiver, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And he's got it. Coleman. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Coleman. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Yeah, he's got it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Second and 10, Newton again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Stewart. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018 as that wound at the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should, and frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with their 2 tackles, Teron Armstead at left tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, who was a rookie last season at right tackle. They are loaded going forward. If they could get a real playmaker at tight end, that might be the last piece. And if that happens, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Julius Peppers coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the 50, Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They snap it to Newton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Breeze now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, here's Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Luke Kuechly in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Stewart on first down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll try the air now with Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, on that incompletion, Charles, want to take a sidestep, get your keys to the game for the Super Bowl coming up. And by the way, the Madden simulator, they do that every year. Madden simulated that it would be a 24-20 Patriots victory for whatever that's worth.
Oh, that's pretty good stuff right there. Well, for the Eagles to pull the upset and Madden simulator, I think Nick Foles, their quarterback, has to continue his rhythmic play. Easy passes, right? Just like the basketball player he was in the past, where he's not thinking and the ball's just out of his hands into the wide receivers. On defense, those defensive tackles, Fletcher Cox and Tim Jernigan, they've got to continue to be disruptive. Malcolm Jenkins will be all over the places in the secondary, and they've got to tackle and not give up big plays. For New England, they got to take away the tight end, Zach Ertz. He's a big key to Philadelphia's success, and of course, protect Tom Brady long enough for him to find his 2nd and 3rd targets throughout the game.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Okafor in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Second down. Here's Newton. It's caught right side. Dixon. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn from 19 yards away. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Anzalone from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Here's Newton now on second down. Completes it to Dixon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing on third down, Newton. Completes it to Dixon. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Now it's Newton. And Dixon has it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
The Panthers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Breeze now on first down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Throwing now is Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Newton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tyler Davison able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And the tight end Dixon left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Shedding the tackle. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
From midfield, here's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Julius Peppers in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This is Stewart again. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they hit. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind theirs. And the pressure gets to him again. Thomas Davis in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And Hill with it over the middle. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Newton gives off to Stewart. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Off the bootleg, Newton. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Breeze now on first down. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. They're going to try and throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Newton on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Okay, that incompletion gives us a chance to discuss something else going on in Minneapolis besides the Super Bowl.
There's only one thing happening in Minneapolis.
Well, as part of the festivities, the Madden Championship. It started with 32 teams, down to 8 to find the best Madden player.
Well, that's exactly what I meant. There's only one thing happening in Minneapolis, and that's the Madden Championship, and I love this. How about some of the familiar names that have a shot at the title? From the AFC side, Problem, Skimbo, and Spot Me Please, all back for another shot at the title. But I'm just thinking to myself, can an upset happen from the NFC side?
Ooh, there's some big names.
Can our guy Mustafa Jones pull the upset?
How about drag?
Maybe even Goss.
Yeah.
This could be big, and let's face it, you never, ever take your eyes off of Killer Mike.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. He'll air this one toward Coleman. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 44 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Breeze to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn from 13 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the lead swells, 35-6. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So they're operating in the red zone.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Ready? You ready? 22. Coming up ahead.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn from 6 yards away. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Breeze now to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Okafor in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Off the bootleg, Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athletic depleting them, which is often the case. But by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time, this was a defense that was well prepared.
And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for two when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They're going to run. This is Stewart. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the score. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. On 1st and 10, Anderson. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. To throw again. Newton. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Alex Anzalone in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 23. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4 down. Ready.
Breeze to throw on second down. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Again, it's Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Luke Kuechly in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's Stewart. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Ginn. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Bree's going to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back. On 1st and 10, Newton finding some room at midfield. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. One last throw here for Newton. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Mitchell Trubisky's Bears going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the steel setting, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. It's caught at the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. Yeah, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Again, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Chicago's offense getting set to take over. And it's a crew, not only offensively, but defensively, obviously, collective. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Jordan Howard, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green!
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long, and that's complete. It's Sims. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pernell McPhee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this one's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, maybe it said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-99 Philly. Here we go. 3-99 Philly. Here we go. Set.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Set. 3-19.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football to get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. For Jordan Howard, Charles, last year in 2017, not quite as good as the great rookie year he had in 2016.
And a big part of that, very simply, there weren't any playmakers around him to keep defenses back and keep things stretched. He was running into 8- and 9-man boxes on almost every carry. So I thought he had a tremendous year. Number 6 in the league in rushing after being number 2 a season before.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They come up in an offset eye. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 4th down, it's Howard. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. So on 4th and goal, Howard unable to get there. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And tough starting field position here.
Let's tight end. 4 down, check. 4 down.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now with the play clock just about to expire, John Fox is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Hey, Charles, let's switch gears here for a second. Talk Super Bowl jerseys. Did you know that 12 of the last 13 teams that have won the Super Bowl have worn white?
That I knew. My question was really, how many of them chose to wear white when the option was to wear their home, darker jersey? And I know the Broncos flipped over and wore white against Carolina and won a Super Bowl. The Patriots have opted to do that this time. I wonder how many others were just naturally that way.
Yeah, but you're right, though. The conferences flip-flop each year who's home. So the Patriots are, quote-unquote, the home team, and they did select the white jerseys. We'll see if that pays off.
On 3rd down, that's Cohen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree. coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Pernell McPhee in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony. But Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
And he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Des Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. On second down, it's Bell. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he exercises a few demons by getting that one to go. But tie game, so those 2 misses could still loom large.
They'll probably hang over him the rest of the way, you have to think. But now you get a fresh start. All even. Time for that defense to rise up and get the ball back.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Cohen. And he's is going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. With it is Brown. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
2nd down following the incompletion. Here's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Hallen Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and now it's 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Eddie Goldman busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's McDonald. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So that's their third trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
All right, here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Pernell McPhee able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now it's Roethlisberger. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Ben to throw again. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. On second down, Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Roethlisberger will throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jesse James, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Okay, we got a second. So Super Bowl talk. I need your score, the final score, and your MVP between the Eagles and the Patriots.
Wow, putting me on the spot here early,
You better believe it.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with 35-34 final.
Okay.
Fly, Eagles, fly in an upset. They get it done. And my MVP, Jay Ajayi.
Jay Ajayi, big game for him on the ground?
Big game for him on the ground, and he'll actually catch a swing pass and take it about 70 as well.
Is that going to be for the game winner? That's a really bold call.
No, he's going to get that one done early. The game winner will be a missed field goal by Steven Gostkowski of the Patriots, trying to win it for them on the last drive by Brady.
There you go. You heard it here first.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Trubisky to throw again. That's caught by Meredith right side. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He got 29 yards that time. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's kept the defense so much up.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Goldman forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of golf, for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Had his hands on it for a second. Falls incomplete. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. Buying time, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He's able to hit Joshua Bellamy. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught left side by Bellamy. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now Trubisky to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going up top from Miller. And this is going to be incomplete. John Fox displeased at how that turned out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Graceman.
That's correct. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 1st down, Trubisky. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Gets it to Bellamy outright. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 3, 9, 2.
gun. Trubisky to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. On the handoff, this is Howard. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Roethlisberger going to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Fresh set of downs here. Now it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.